I'm frequently asked by students and editing clients how many commas to use when writing a list or series of items A, B, C. Some teachers and style guides recommend 1 comma, and some recommend 2. Consider this sentence where 3 things, A, B, C, happened. We swam, barbecued, and read books at the beach. For my students who speak Portuguese or Spanish, they would omit a comma after barbecued because it is separated from the third verb read by the word and. In other words, the word and takes the place of a comma to separate the last 2 items in the way that the comma separates the first 2 items in the list. In English, this approach is the choice of the Associated Press, I think because the AP wants to save space in their newspaper articles. This approach is also favored by literary writers who see it as more elegant and maybe less cluttered. Today, I am not advocating for elegance, but rather for clarity. Most of us will never write novels or poetry, but we will need to communicate clearly with our coworkers, our customers, and our community. This is why I strongly recommend a comma before the word and with the final item of a series. Because this comma is also recommended by Oxford University, the serial comma is sometimes called the Oxford comma. The comma is helpful to avoid confusing people in sentences like this one. Leo loves his parents, Big Bird and Maria. Without the second comma, this means Leo's parents are named Big Bird and Maria. The real meaning, of course, is that he loves Maria and Big Bird and his parents. There's a very famous example of this confusion that involves President John F. Kennedy and Joseph Stalin. We'll put that link on our website for you to see. The serial comma is also useful when some of the items in your series are complex. Consider this sentence. For breakfast, I had coffee, toast and butter, and eggs. Because you had 3 things for breakfast, it's appropriate to separate the 3 items with commas. Otherwise, it looks like butter was a 4th thing that you had for breakfast, which isn't true and probably isn't very healthy. The butter just went along with the toast. I have many more examples from complex technical writing that show why we want to use commas to separate many ideas in a list. As I said before, it's all about being clear in our communication. One of those examples is about how a missing comma cost one project millions of dollars. We'll put these on our website also for you to check out. In the meantime, just remember, the serial comma is your friend, your helper, and your ally.
Specify that really, technically speaking, and legally, Gibraltar is no longer a colony. We're a British Overseas Territory. That's the official designation, a BOT. But I grew up as part of the last generation that really had familiarity with